GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening. Montreal researchers have just identified genetic breaks that guide embryo limb development, a breakthrough we'll unpack later. Tonight's weather is clear and pleasant at 21 degrees with low humidity. Traffic remains heavy on tunnels and bridges. Over to you, Emma.
So the city's cycling hero, Bicycle Bob, finally gets the spotlight for decades of pedal-powered advocacy that helped Montreal become a two-wheel haven.
Absolutely, Emma. His grassroots rides and community workshops turned quiet streets into bustling bike lanes, and the city's latest infrastructure plan even cites his grassroots model.
I'm surprised you haven't taken a turn on one of Bob's pop-up routes yet. Maybe you're waiting for a weather-perfect evening like tonight.
All right, let's get into it, starting with the REM weekend service reductions and what that means for commuters as we head into the warm, clear evening. Tonight's top stories are next, starting with a major development in the city's transportation plan, followed by two other key updates. A fascinating discovery was made today at the University of Montreal laboratories. A research team identified molecular systems that act as genetic brakes, ensuring proper arm and leg formation in embryos. This breakthrough advances our understanding of basic science and could potentially inform future treatments for congenital limb disorders. The discovery is the result of years of dedicated work by scientists in the field of developmental biology. The team's findings shed new light on the complex process of embryo development, and their work may have a significant impact on our understanding of human development. This is an exciting development that could lead to new possibilities for treating certain conditions. The research team's work is a testament to the importance of ongoing scientific inquiry and discovery.
A major development in the city's downtown area is back on track. Today, Quebec Premier Christine Freychet and private sector partners announced the revival of the Palais des Congrès enlargement project. The expansion of the convention center is expected to boost business tourism, which accounts for approximately 40% of city tourism. This move is also anticipated to generate jobs, providing a significant economic stimulus. The project had been stalled for several years, but with today's announcement, it is now set to move forward. The cost of the project has not been disclosed. The revival of this project is a significant step forward for the city, and its impact on the local economy will be closely watched in the coming months. The expansion is expected to have a major impact on the city's tourism industry.
A significant development today in the long-stalled expansion of the Palais des Congrès. The Premier confirmed a private partner model will be used to finance and build the upgrade. This approach is seen as essential to moving the project forward. Potential private investors will be brought in to partner on the development. The announcement comes on the heels of the project's revival earlier this week. The Premier outlined the partnership approach, which is expected to provide the necessary momentum to get the project underway. The Palais des Congrès expansion has been in limbo for some time, and today's announcement is a crucial step towards its realization. Private involvement is expected to play a key role in bringing this project to fruition. The Premier's confirmation of this partnership approach is a significant development in the project's progression.
A significant change is coming to the Réseau Express Métropolitain, or REM, network. Starting this weekend and continuing through the summer, weekend operating hours will be reduced. This reduction in service is necessary to allow for track work and technical trials. The maintenance is a crucial step in preparing for the future airport-to-downtown extension. The REM network, a key part of the public transit expansion plan, will be affected throughout the greater area. Commuters who rely on the REM on weekends will need to plan ahead, as the reduced hours will be in place from now through the summer. The work is set to ensure the continued development and reliability of the REM network. This summer's maintenance is a key component of the long-term plan.
A significant development in the LaSalle borough today, as Mayor Catherine Fournier has secured approval for an administrative investigation into the local police service. This probe will examine the service de police de l'arrondissement de LaSalle's handling of a recent case, and it comes after a 6-month campaign by the mayor for greater oversight. The move aims to address concerns within the community and improve police accountability. Mayor Fournier's efforts have been driven by a desire to ensure transparency and trust in the policing of the area. The investigation is set to be a thorough examination of the police service's actions, and its findings will be closely watched by residents of the borough. This administrative probe is a major step forward in the mayor's push for reform and greater accountability. Later we'll hear how Bicycle Bob is sparking Montreal's cycling boom, plus a quick look at tonight's clear skies. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Local Sunset. We're halfway through tonight's broadcast. Let's dive into local stories now with our reporter.
A significant development is unfolding at the local international airport, where a student from the Democratic Republic of Congo was denied entry to Canada today. The student, who is enrolled in a study program, was blocked from returning due to Ebola-related travel restrictions. Canadian immigration authorities made the decision, citing public health measures. This incident highlights the impact of these rules on members of the local community, particularly the sizable Congolese population in the area. The restrictions are preventing the student from resuming their studies, raising concerns about the effects on their academic pursuits. The situation is being closely watched by the community, which is waiting to see how these restrictions will be applied in the coming days. The student's case is a notable example of the challenges posed by these public health measures.
Today, a local cycling advocate is being celebrated for his role in making our streets more bike-friendly. Bob Silverman, also known as Bicycle Bob, has spent decades pushing for better cycling infrastructure, and his efforts have clearly paid off. The city's bike share program and protected lanes have grown rapidly in recent years, and it's easy to see the impact on our daily commutes. The 41st edition of the Tour de l'El, which attracted more than 21,000 cyclists, is a testament to the city's cycling boom. Bicycle Bob's grassroots efforts have spurred city investment in bike infrastructure, making our streets safer and more accessible for cyclists of all ages. His dedication has helped create a thriving cycling community, and he's being recognized for his tireless work in making our city a great place to ride.
A unique blend of humor and unexpected themes is taking center stage at a downtown theater today. A local theater company premiered a new musical that brings together Amish characters, cannabis jokes, and comedy, promising a lighthearted and entertaining experience. This quirky production offers a refreshing alternative for summer audiences looking for something new and exciting. As part of the vibrant performing arts season, this homegrown show is set to delight locals and visitors alike with its offbeat charm. With its mix of witty dialogue and comedic twists, the musical is sure to provide a fun and entertaining night out. The show's premiere today marks the beginning of a thrilling run that will showcase the city's thriving arts scene. The production's blend of humor and heart is expected to resonate with audiences.
The Côte Saint-Luc Dramatic Society is celebrating a major milestone today, marking its 15th season with a large-scale production of The Sound of Music at the Côte Saint-Luc Community Center. This ambitious spring showcase is a testament to the volunteer theater group's dedication to enriching local culture. For 15 years, the Society has been a staple of community theater, bringing people together through their love of performance. The Sound of Music is a beloved classic, and the Society's production promises to be an unforgettable experience. The show is a culmination of hard work and passion from the entire team, and it's a great way for residents to come out and support local talent. The production is set to delight audiences of all ages, and it's a wonderful way to celebrate the Society's 15 years of entertaining the community.
A critical repair is underway on 8 Tewater Avenue to prevent a potentially devastating reservoir outage. The city's water department is set to replace a 48-inch valve on a fragile water conduit that serves the main reservoir this weekend. This urgent work is necessary to address the aging infrastructure and avoid service disruptions that could affect over 1 million residents. The city has been warning of the need to reduce water use ahead of the increased summer demand, and this repair is a key part of that effort. By taking proactive steps now, the city is working to ensure a reliable water supply for the community. The replacement of the valve is a complex procedure that requires careful planning and execution to minimize the risk of disruptions.
Now let's turn to our meteorologist for a look at what tonight's skies have in store.
A beautiful evening awaits in Montreal, with plenty to look forward to in the days ahead. On this date, Montreal has seen a record high of 34.3 degrees Celsius, which was set just a few years ago, in 2023, and a record low of 2.8 degrees Celsius, set in 2020, giving us a sense of the wide range of temperatures possible, with climate normals usually sitting somewhere in between around this time of year. As we head into the evening, starting from 6 o'clock, the current conditions are mainly clear, with a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius, feeling pleasant, and a humidity level of 39%, with a gentle wind of 19 kilometers per hour coming from the south, and a UV index of 6, so do take care if you're spending time outdoors, with clear skies expected for the rest of the night, and a lovely sunset at 8:35. Looking ahead to the next 5 days, we can expect a mix of clear skies and overcast conditions, with temperatures ranging from 22 to 26 degrees Celsius, and a chance of rain on Friday and Saturday, with the warmest day of the week likely to be Thursday, reaching a high of 26 degrees Celsius, and the coolest night likely to be tonight, dipping down to 9 degrees Celsius, making for a beautiful and varied week ahead in Montreal.
We'll break down tunnel snarls, preview the Fringe Festival's top shows, and check in on the Canadiens' playoff push. We will be right back.
Louis Hippolyte Lafontaine Tunnel is operating with reduced height clearance, creating a bottleneck for trucks and low-profile vehicles. Westbound traffic in Viger Tunnel is also under a major hindrance, slowing the flow along Boulevard St. Laurent. On the island, the Isle-aux-Tourtes Bridge between Vaudreuil-Dorion and Senville remains partially closed, forcing detours onto Autoroute 13 and Route 342. Above Autoroute Ville-Marie, Rue Saint-Urbain is blocked at the R136 overpass, adding further delays for east-west commuters. Minor slowdowns persist on Avenue Soligny between Autoroute 25 and Rue Honoré-Beaugrand, and in Senneville's west-east corridor. Roadwork continues on Boulevard Lacordaire, Rue Saint-Urbain and Avenue Soligny, so expect lane reductions and occasional stop and go. All transit routes are running on schedule, so riders can rely on the usual service this afternoon. Drivers heading east on Boulevard St. Laurent should allow an extra 10 minutes. The rest of the network, including the Descartes Expressway and the Champlain Bridge, is moving at normal speed.
The Saint-Ambroise Montreal Fringe Festival lights up the city today, with 100 daring performances scattered across the downtown core. It's the perfect chance to discover fresh voices and unexpected stories right on your doorstep. If you crave a little adrenaline, the bank heist adventure sweeps you through Montreal's historic streets in a clue-filled chase that ends at the Old Port. For a twist on sightseeing, the Murder Mystery at Montreal offers a guided bus tour where every passenger becomes a suspect and clues unfold as the skyline passes by. It's a fun way to solve a whodunit without leaving the comfort of the ride. Looking ahead, Festival Trans-Amérique continues through June 10, offering world-class theater and dance that push boundaries. Don't miss the avant-garde performances shaping the season. And from June 12 to 20, the Francos de Montreal will fill Place des Festivals with French-language music across every genre, a perfect soundtrack for summer evenings. And now here's Jason with sports.
Goals, drama, and a new season on the horizon. Sports is next. Prince Usu scored a hat-trick and added a stoppage-time assist as CF Montreal salvaged a stunning 4-4 draw against DC United, one for the highlight reel. Despite the heroics, CF Montreal heads into the FIFA World Cup break sitting 11th in the Eastern Conference with just 14 points. Playoff spots are slipping away fast. The man steering the ship right now is Philippe Ulafroy, and honestly, he's holding his own. Since taking over from dismissed head coach Marco Donidal, the interim boss has gone 3 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. That's a respectable 7-point run in difficult circumstances. But with the World Cup break now creating a natural pause, the club faces a real decision: commit to Ulafroy permanently or launch a full coaching search. Montreal sits 11th in the East with 14 points, far from safe, and whoever holds that job when play resumes will need to build momentum immediately. The window to save this season is narrow, and the coaching question only adds uncertainty. Thursday night, the Alouettes open their CFL regular season defense, and the opponent couldn't be more fitting. Montreal hosts the Hamilton Tiger-Cats in a rematch of last year's Eastern Final, a game that still carries weight in both locker rooms. The Owls are coming off a 27-3 preseason loss to Ottawa, but the organization is brushing that off entirely. Veterans were rested, and the result is considered irrelevant. What matters is Thursday. A championship defense begins with proving you belong, and a statement win against Hamilton would send an early message across the entire Eastern Conference. Kickoff sets the tone for everything that follows. Meanwhile, the Canadiens' playoff run is done. Montreal was swept by Carolina in 4 straight, outscored 17-5, closing a season that still ended with 106 points.
Sinfiatur Bagel in Myland is feeling the heat, and it's not just from their wood-fired oven. As the Montreal Canadiens make their way through the playoffs, this beloved bagel shop is staying open late, serving fans who pour in on game nights. The extra foot traffic is a welcome boost to the neighborhood, and it's a testament to the power of community spirit. For Montrealers, Sinfiatur Bagel is more than just a place to grab a bite. It's a part of our city's fabric, weaving together tradition and taste in every freshly baked bagel. Up next, we'll share photos of Montreal Victoire's Walter Cup triumph and our favorite observations from around the city. Stay tuned. In the heart of downtown Montreal, around the stadium and spilling out into the nearby streets, a sea of joyful fans gathered to celebrate a momentous win. The local soccer club Montreal Victoire had just clinched the prestigious Walter Cup, and the city was electric with excitement. As the team made their way through the crowds, fans waved flags and chanted their name, creating a deafening roar that seemed to shake the very foundations of the city. One fan stood out, a young boy perched on his father's shoulders, beaming with pride as he clutched a homemade sign that read "Victoire Forever." The crowd's infectious energy was palpable, turning a sports victory into a community party that would be remembered for a long time. And in that moment, it was clear that the true magic of the game lay not just in the win, but in the way it brought people together. The love of the game has a way of making us all feel like we are part of something bigger than ourselves.
In the heart of Montreal, where vibrant neighborhoods like Myland, Plotioh, and the Old Port come alive, you can stumble upon hidden gems that make this city truly special. On a warm summer evening, as the sun sets over the cobblestone streets, the sound of laughter and music fills the air. In a quiet alleyway, a secret mural of a blooming flower garden is revealed, its colors radiating against the old brick walls. As night falls, the scent of crispy fries and savory gravy wafts from a late-night poutine spot, where strangers become friends over a shared love of the city's favorite dish. It's in these unexpected corners that Montreal's unique spirit shines, reminding us that it's the everyday moments that make life worth celebrating, and that home is where the heart finds joy. Life is full of beauty in the everyday moments we often overlook.
Thanks for watching the local Sunset Montreal. We're glad you joined us, especially for that fascinating look at the genetic breaks in embryo limb development. And who can forget the Montreal Victoire celebrating their Walter Cup win? We'll see you back here for our next episode.